And hello, everyone. It is your girl Tish Dickens, CEO of Paint Teaser LLC, where we help corporations, small businesses, and business professionals improve employee performance and boost morale through team building art events. Welcome to another episode of Feel Good Friday. And guess what? In a few days, Monday to be exact, somebody on this live, I'm not going to name any names, has a birthday and they are going to be the big 50. Can you believe it? I know I don't look it, but yeah, your girl has reached the half century mark in a few days. So I want to send a special shout out to myself uh, for just it's a blessing. In all seriousness, it's a blessing to be able to see another year of life, and so I'm very happy and anxious to see what the next year holds. Of course, I am absolutely thankful and blessed for everything that is in my life and that has happened in my life, even through the ups and downs, tragedies, accomplishments. It's just a blessing to still be able to be here another day. So, before we get into this week's episode, let me go ahead and shout out everybody because we got a lot to pack in these next 30 minutes. So, on the main stage here, I got my Facebook family. Hello. On Also we have my LinkedIn family. Hello. I have my YouTube family. Hello. And my Twitch family. Hello. And then on the secondary camera up here, I have my day ones, my ride or dies, the ones that's been with me since the beginning, my Instagram family. Hello. So, before I actually get into the actual episode, I hope you guys have been seeing the posts throughout the week that I've been doing, because my goal is for you guys not to just keep watching every week, but hopefully you guys are inspired enough to actually take action and try some of these techniques. So if you haven't seen the post, go back and look. I have some recommendations of the different supplies uh, that will help you along this creativity and journey to happiness journey that we're on. And so, with that being said, hopefully you guys have your stuff and you can paint along with me today. The only supply that I neglected to post about, but I did post on the promo, was the comb. But we'll get into all of that in a minute. Um, but anywho, I want to start out with a story, and I'm going to try to keep this short because it's going to segue into the technique that we're going to do today. So, this is a true story. So, there was a photography professor at a college, and at the beginning of the semester, he decided to try an experiment. So, what he did was he divided the class down the middle in half. So, on one side of the class, those students, they were supposed to at the end of the semester, turn in their best photograph. They had all semester to do whatever they needed to do to prepare and to make sure that the final photograph that they turned in was supposed to be the best. And then the other side of the class, their assignment was to turn in 100 photographs, regardless of if they were better, or whatever. They just had to turn in 100 photographs. So you had the group that was focusing on quality, and you had the group that was focusing on quantity. To his surprise, at the end of the semester, when he reviewed all the photographs, he noticed that the photographs that were more appealing and looked more professional, and the best, quote unquote, best photographs actually came out of the group that did the 100 photos, and not the group that took the whole semester to get the perfect picture. Now, why was that? Well, he came to a realization. See, the group that turned in the one best photograph, they spent most of their time researching, um, looking into theories, trying to find the best equipment, figure out what the best angles were, researching color. They spent a lot of time in theory and not as much time just actually participating in the taking of the photos process. Whereas the other group, that's pretty much all they did. They spent time after time after time shooting photographs. They saw, okay, this angle doesn't work. Let me try this. Let me try this different scenery. They were actually in the action of taking the photographs. So why do I tell this story? Well, this story can be applied to anything in our life that we're trying to achieve. But in particular, what we do on this channel is focus on mental health, being stress free, and living a happy life. So we can apply that principle to our lives in seeking happiness. You can read all the self help books, you can watch all of the videos. You can do a lot of prep work, and do a lot of studying on theory on what's the best way to feel happy. But the real transformation comes in the actual action. And it's especially critical in this day and age that we live in. We know we live in a microwave society, a very negatively thinking society. Think of all the negativity we see on the news. We have all the social media platforms. We have the pages like the Shade Room and blah, blah, blah. And we're just surrounded by a lot of negativity. And a lot of people actually live in negative environments. So that can be a struggle. But the only way we can overcome that is we have to take action and actually put ourselves in a position to where we are around positive energy. We're doing things that are positive for us, that are mentally soothing to our mind, to our spirit, to our physical being, to our soul. And so that's the main idea that I want you guys to take away from this. We have to be diligent in living a positive and happy life. As long as we're going to be here on earth, why you want to spend all your time and waste all your energy on negativity? Why do you want to feed into it? Whatever you feed into, that's what's going to come back to you. So always remember that. So now this is going to segue into what we're going to do today, because I like to practice what I preach. So I have some techniques that are some favorite techniques of mine, but I like to experiment and I like to just keep pushing the envelope, thinking outside of the box, because that's the only way that I can grow as an artist. That's the only way I can grow as a servant of people in the space that I'm in. So with that being said, we're going to do the comb swipe technique, but we're gonna do it two ways. I have two different canvases. One is just a repeat of the regular way that I do it, with swiping the comb through the ring pour technique. But then I have an experiment I want to do. I also want to swipe the comb through a flip cup technique, which I haven't done, because I'm really curious to see what type of pattern it's going to give, what type of effect, what the finished product is going to look like. And I just want to compare the two. And again, this is to help get me back into a positive space after a long week, to experiment and to improve as a person, as an artist. So, and the only way we can do that is the physical act of doing. So, with that being said, we're going to adjust the cameras. I'm going to introduce the supplies, the colors, and then we're going to dive right into the technique. So, let's go to this first camera here, adjust that. All right, I think you guys can see there. All right, and we're going to come around to our Instagram camera. Thank you guys for joining. Okay, we're going to adjust here so you guys can see. Okay, and this camera is always a little tricky. Okay, I think you guys can see. Okay. All right. As you see here, I have two 8x10 canvases because we're going to do a variation on the same technique. I have my cups here, and then the colors we're going to use is magenta. We're going to use this beautiful lavender. We're going to use a hint of black. And you guys know, I always say when you're working with dark colors, you really want to be careful not to use a lot of it, especially if you don't want a dark palette, because the darker the color is, the heavier it is, and the more it's going to swallow up those weaker, lighter colors. We're also going to use this beautiful lemon here. We're going to use some sky blue. And then I'm going to start out with using some of this neon green, but I don't have a whole lot in here. So depending on if we run out or not, I can substitute that with some of this K green here. So we're just playing it by ear to see how that's going to go. And then I have my handy dandy comb. And you can use any type of comb. This is a wide tooth comb because it's going to give more of a wide pattern. You can use a smaller comb if you want. Some people even use like Afro picks, just anything that has multiple prongs here so you can get the desired swiping pattern. Okay, so I already have my apron on. I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on. And so what we're going to do is we're going to layer both of the cups with the same colors. And then for the flip cup, we're basically just going to flip the cup over and let the paint run out. And then take the comb and swipe a couple of patterns, tilt it out. And then for the ring pour, we're going to actually pour it out in a ring. Then take the comb, swipe through to get the pattern, and then tilt it out, and then compare the results. So, and as usual, we're going to take a deep breath in and breathe out, and we're going to think happy thoughts. We're going to concentrate on watching the colors because that's going to put us in a meditative state, and we're just going to be really cognizant and present in the moment as we're participating in the creative process. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to do, let's see, I'm going to try to do light, medium, dark, and go like that. So we'll start with yellow. So to speed this up, I'll do both cups at the same time. I'm just going to pour a little of each in each cup. And as I stated earlier, I like to pour the colors down the side. Let's see, we'll just do the magenta, then we'll do a little bit of black. Okay. Pour it down the side so it doesn't mix as much. And to be perfectly honest with you, it doesn't matter that much when it comes to the flip cup, because it's going to mix anyway when you flip it. But we do want to be a little more careful when we're doing the ring pour, because we do want the distinctive ring colors. Okay, so I'm only adding a tad of black, a tad bit of black, because I don't want that black to overcome these colors. Okay, so we're just adding just a little bit just to break it up. Okay, then we're going to go with blue. Okay, and then green. Okay, yeah, we're just about out of that green. A tiny bit more black. Just a little bit, not much. Okay, then purple. Okay, and I think I'm going to put a little bit more blue on top because it looks like the blue is getting swallowed up in both cups. So we'll just put a little blue there. Okay, so this should be enough paint for now. And let's put the tops on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do the ring pour first. And then swipe through it, tilt it out. Then we'll do the flip cup, swipe through it, and tilt it out. So let's put these caps on the paints. All right. Okay, so now we're going to start. And what we're going to do, we're going to pour this out in a circular motion. All right. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, let me bring that in so you guys can see real quick. That is beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we lost some of that green, but that's fine. Okay, now we're going to take the comb and we're going to move it in a couple of directions, and then we're going to tilt it out. So we'll take the comb and we'll put it in the paint, and then we're just going to drag it slowly. Drag it this way. Okay, and then I'm going to go here and drag it in the opposite direction. Okay. All right. So I'll bring this over so you guys can see it closer. So if you can see that. Okay, so now we're gonna swirl it in a circle to get it to all four sides. Okay, let's get it down. We can get these two sides at the bottom covered. Okay, and then bring it over here. So some of the green did open up, so that's good. I'm glad about that. We can get that to come on down. Come on down. This one little corner is being difficult, y'all. Come on down. It's coming. It's almost there. I'm trying to get it to come down. Come on. And I think we got it. All right. Okay, so that is beautiful. It looks like we have some gray striping in there, and that's because a lot of the color mixed together. But nevertheless, that was wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna take some paint and get these corners here and then get covered. Okay, get some paint here. Okay, get a little paint here, get that corner, and get this corner here. Okay, we still have one more left, you guys. Okay, awesome. Okay, one down, one to go. All right, so this flip cup, what I'm going to do is just turn this over like this on top of the cup. And then place my hand here and quickly invert it. Okay. Get that to come down. And then we're going to release it. Oh, look at that. Okay. Looks like we lost some of the magenta, but it may open back up. Okay, so we're going to take the comb and do the same thing. We're going to swipe through. Take the comb, swipe through this way. Okay, and then take it and swipe in the opposite direction. Right. Bring it in for a close-up so you guys can see that. Okay, and I'm not confident that this has enough paint. So what I'm going to do is put a little flow extender around it. I don't know why these. Okay, there we are. Okay, so let's see. What do I have? I'll just put some of this blue on here to make sure that we have enough paint. Okay. All right, get the spatula. All right, and we're going to spread this blue just to make sure. And then we're going to tilt this out, see what pattern this gives us. I love experimenting, you guys. This is how you stretch yourself. This is what brings you to your happy place. when you experiment and see what works, what doesn't work. Okay, so now let's tilt this around. We'll go this way. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think the flip cup works just as well as doing it on a ring pour. Actually, I think the flip cup is the better play because the colors didn't mix as much as with the ring pour, which is a surprising find. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. So it looks very similar to the ring pour one. It has a little more defined lines to it. And let's see, we still have some blue on this spatula, so I will fix the sides. Practice makes perfect, as they say. I don't care what Allen Iverson says. You need to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, get this corner here. All right, there we are, you guys. We successfully did 2 paintings within our allotted time. I will, as I normally do, I will take photos and video um, of the final result so you guys can see. And they look almost identical. They look like twin paintings. The lines are a little more pronounced here. They're a little more thicker and blended here, but they still both turned out beautiful. So I would say this is a success. You can either do the ring pour or a flip cup. I also like to do the puddles and do the comb swipe through as well. You get beautiful results doing that as well. So just experiment, see which one you like the best, and just go from there. And like I said, we have to get in the habit of making sure we do something that resets us and make us happy every day. We have to actually physically make the effort. That is going to be the key. So let me adjust the cameras because I have a couple of quick announcements before I let you guys go. Right. And okay, and let me adjust the other camera real quick. Okay, hello, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hello. Okay, let's adjust this. Okay. All right, that's about as good as we're going to get. Okay, so make sure you guys go to the link there. This is actually the link to the company website, www.painttiza.com. That's PAINT, the word paint, and then IZA.com. And the reason is because, if in case you guys didn't know, I have these 2 books that I have written that's available. They are now available for sale for you to order. Stop Feeding Them Pizza, How Team Building Art Events Are More Effective for Your Organization. And we also have Paint Your Stress Away, Using Fluid Art to Obtain Peace. So if you want to learn more about the benefits of team building and how it can benefit you personally as well as your coworkers and everyone on your job, you want to pick this book up. If you want to dive a little more in depth about doing this at home for yourself, then you get this book, Paint Your Stress Away. And the links to purchase both of these books are on that website, www.painttiza.com. And also, I am going to have a online course that I'm going to be creating for you guys. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I'll have some links where you can sign up for that and be alerted when the online course is actually live. And then I also have some workshops that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to take them on the road, so stay tuned for that as well. Just have a lot of announcements going on. And so, thank you guys so much for another wonderful episode. I truly enjoy the 30 minutes that I get to share with you guys every Friday, but I don't want that to be the be all. You know, we have to really make this a community and uh, engage with each other in other ways. So, make sure you check out all of that. And with that, I will see you guys next week. And I don't know what I'm gonna do Monday for my birthday, but I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I may even do a live. Who knows? Just stay tuned to my pages. And with that, have a wonderful weekend. See you guys later. Bye.